This is the characteristics of a leader, right? He makes those who are under him feel dignified. وَشَاوِرْهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. When you make a decision, place your trust in Allah, because your decision is not the key to success. It is Allah that is the key to success. إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُتَوَكِّلِينَ اللَّهُمَّ اجْعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمُتَوَكِّلِينَ. May Allah make us from those who place our trust in Allah Azza wa Jal. May Allah not allow our hearts to become hard. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us a people sincerely of dhikr to Allah. May Allah grant us the gift of better company than ourselves that keeps our ego in check. May Allah give us the ability to give advice to those around us. The people of La ilaha illallah, the people who share this wonderful kalima with us, are more beloved to us and closer to us than even the bond of blood. La ilaha illallah brings us closer than the bond of blood. And may Allah Azza wa Jal make us share that love and affection and unity with the other Muslim, and show them that sincerity from the bottom of our heart. May Allah Azza wa Jal penetrate good advice into the hearts of those who need it. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us capable of taking advice and taking the best of it, and not allowing the advice to become a means by which our egos are inflated. May Allah Azza wa Jal keep us humble before Him. Forgive our shortcomings that have occurred in the past. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from here on out make us of those whose hearts are perpetually being cleansed. And finally, I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to accept all of our gatherings, including this one, and to accept all of the good deeds and the acts of worship we do for Him, with all of their shortcomings and all of the flaws, even in our salah and our wudu and our dua, all of the shortcomings aside. May Allah accept whatever patchwork we do. May Allah just overlook all the shortcomings and accept from all of us. رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ وَتُبْ عَلَيْنَا يَا مَوْلَانَا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاكم الله خيرا for listening.
If you have a question and answer for our brother speaker, Nouman, thanks for the chance.
I hope you don't have any questions at all. Good. None on the sister side, right? Okay. Usually that means a question. It's not good.
Yeah, I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah. Actually, just when you said we have to do what to do, but we are not responsible for the result, because the result goes to the God, and it's responsible. I'm just wondering, do we have to choose the right thing or the right way, basically, to make the best way to get the result, but if you don't get it, that's okay.
Right. That's exactly right.
People get confused. You think it's okay, I do that, but he's not choosing the right.
No, you have to choose the best course. You choose the best course. You apply yourself to your best, and then place your trust in Allah. Right? This is what we learned from the legacy of the prophets. They applied themselves to the nth degree, and then rely on Allah. There are two extremes. One extreme is, I'm going to make all the efforts, and all the results are in my hands. The other extreme is, I'm going to make no efforts, and the results in Allah's hands. These are two extremes. They're both diseased attitudes. What's the right attitude? I'm going to make whatever effort I can, to the best of my ability, while knowing the results are in Allah's hands. That's the balanced attitude. Okay? No questions, right, sisters? This is great. There is a question? Really? Okay. Going once? Oh no. That's usually bad. Go ahead, sister.
We have a question. We were wondering if you want to give advice to somebody or give them a reminder, how can you remind them without coming off as more intelligent?
I thought that's what I just did, but okay. Yeah, if somebody comes across as saying they're more intelligent, I don't think those kinds of people should be advised by you if they're talking to you like that. I think it's better to get them advised by elders or other peers. Because if they're talking like that to you and then you tell them, I don't think you should talk like that or whatever, you're just going to create more antagonism. Sometimes it's good to get a third party to maybe, in a subtle and careful way, throw it in. And the other thing is, this is what I learned, sometimes this wisdom you learn from elder Muslims. There's this personal story. There's a brother in a masjid, I know. Most of my best friends are really old people. So they're in their 70s and 80s and such. Right? This is a really old gentleman, and he, we used to meet at the masjid every day and stuff. And there was a fight in the masjid. It was a nasty fight. You know what? You've seen one of those? They're pretty ugly. Okay? So these two guys are just going at it, and they're really nasty to each other, and, one basically calls the other dumb, essentially. I'll do watered-down versions, okay? But anyway, this older gentleman knows both of them, and stops talking to both of them. He's always nice, he says salam to them, how are you, and just walks away. Usually he's makes longer conversation. He's very cordial, but he walks away. And he's so wonderful in his personality, those people, they feel it. They feel like he doesn't talk to us like he used to anymore. So one day, one of them, this happened in front of me, one of them just came up to him and says, you don't talk to me like you used to. Are you mad at me? He goes, no, I'm not mad at you at all. She says, but you don't talk to me the same way. He goes, yes, I don't. So why don't you? He says, look, I saw you get angry with that other brother the other day, and I just got scared. Maybe one day you'll get angry at me. I'm just, I wouldn't want you to be angry at me, so I'm just trying to be safe. He put it in such a soft way, and the guy felt so bad, he went and apologized to the other brother and they made up. Right? That's the wisdom of an elder, they know how to approach things. And this sometimes, it's our demeanor towards people. You can show some people, you can show someone that that they've hurt your feelings, without actually saying it. You can show it with sort of a distant demeanor. And you can, and people, if people use hurtful words towards you, my advice is to distance yourself from them. In a respectful way, though, still. We don't cut relations in Islam. We don't do that. We don't cut ourselves off from people. But it's a healthy thing to distance yourself from someone who uses abusive language towards you. That's a healthy thing to do. And if there's any ounce of good in them, they will feel it. Right? And they'll come to you and say, what's happening? Why aren't you talking to me? But if there's no good in them, guess what? They'll say, good for them, good for me. I don't want to talk to you anyway. So that's probably good for both of you. Right? But distancing yourself is probably my best advice. Inshallah ta'ala. It's a silent kind of advice. In such cases. Wallahu ta'ala. That's it? We're all done? Alhamdulillah. I think we're all done. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.